And then also in this same interview, Mitt Romney asked by Chris Wallace pretty directly, why not just close those Swiss bank accounts? You know what I mean? Just close them because you know there'll be political issues. And Mitt Romney saying that would be allowing other people to manipulate his life. Let's take a listen to that too.
Have taken a lot of heat about tax returns, and I want to ask you one specific question about that. You've been running for president for almost 8 years.
Right.
And the question is, why didn't you, years ago, somewhere over the last 8 years, go to the people running your blind trust and say to them, let's get out of the Swiss bank accounts, let's get out of the investments in the Cayman Islands, even if it means we have to pay more taxes so we can clear the decks politically?
Well, first of all, there was no reduction, not $1 reduction in taxes by virtue of having an account in Switzerland or a Cayman Islands investment. The dollars of taxes remained exactly the same. There was no tax savings at all.
Well, let's see that.
And the conduct of the trustee in making investments was entirely consistent with U.S. law, and all the taxes paid were those legally owed, and there was no tax savings by virtue of those entities.
But why not just go to him a long time ago and say, get out of these things, because you know...
Don't invest in anything outside the United States. I don't know whether a trustee... I mean, I could have said, don't make any investments in any foreign companies, in any foreign bonds, in any foreign currency, only U.S. entities. And by the way, don't buy any foreign products. Don't have any Japanese TVs or foreign cars. I mean, yeah, I could have done that, but, you know, I did live my life.
Well, Mitt, because of your Bain Capital and actually increasing the amount of export or outsourced jobs to China, it's actually harder to get those TVs that aren't made in China. I mean, Mitt Romney himself is responsible for the situation he's joking about. Yeah, don't invest in foreign companies and don't buy Chinese TVs. Well, it might be easier, Mitt, if it weren't for Bain Capital. It might be even even if it's just marginal, it would be slightly easier to find some American products. I mean, Mitt, your own Olympic flag pins of American flags were outsourced to China. You're the reason we can't find those things, not your blind trust guy.
It's probably safe to assume that any investment he has in any American corporation, that corporation has foreign ties or has foreign workers in one form or another.
No question about it. No question about it. So there's Mitt Romney. He's not going to allow people to manipulate his life by closing those Swiss bank accounts, which show that he doesn't really believe in America, the thing his entire campaign is based on. Now, he's not going to be manipulated into showing that that he actually stands for what he says.
Now, let's just, on a side note, let's give props to Chris Wallace for actually asking this question.
Chris Wallace asked some questions.
He did ask some questions.
Yeah, okay.